on the track up at State. And I'm bringing to you live my boys Alec and Nate, Tequila Ty, Jay, Nelly, and Zillin in the building. So kick it back, pour the drink. We chillin' because I'm boozing and betting and ballin' like I'm 2-6 in the blue kicks. Watch me move quick. Yeah, this the blueprint. So who's getting involved? Welcome into the show. This is Booze, Bets, and Ball, baby.
And welcome back to Booze, Bets, and Ball. It has been, I checked, 42 days since last time we uploaded an episode. I think it's been 2 months since Tyler was on, but we have a lot to get into. Yeah, we have a lot to get into really quick. Nate's in Italy, of course. Justin is probably passed out in a bush, but we do have to get into that. We have kind of a partnership going on here now with Big Banter, which is an up-and-coming Big Ten sports version of Barstool, is the definition I was given by the guys in charge. This came together really quick, actually. They messaged me on Saturday, I think, and we had a deal in place by Tuesday, and we're recording this on Wednesday. So pretty much we're just going to be involved in their network. They have a podcast for every single Big Ten school for football, and they said they're going to eventually have one each for basketball. I don't know if we'll be involved in that or not, but yeah, so pretty much what this is going to do for us is going to kind of give us a network where we are going to get guys from the other shows to come on here when we play their team. We're going to go on other stuff. It's going to be nice exposure for us, for them, for everyone involved. So nothing else really is going to change here. As you noticed, we have kind of a new logo and everything, though, but nothing's really going to change. All the episodes are still going to be on YouTube. It's still going to be under our YouTube. That's not going to change. It's just about kind of having a partnership and being in the network. So that's going to be fun for us. So that's kind of what we're going at right now. We're going to have more information on that, I guess, closer to the season when we start talking to other guys from other shows and stuff. But it's not going to be like Pat McAfee going to ESPN where we can't curse and like drink on the show and anything anymore. No, it's not going to be anything like that. So we thought this was a good idea. We're going to go with it. Hope you guys like it. I think it's going to lead to better content, honestly. So I think it's an upgrade for everyone.
I'll still have my tequila drinks throughout the week, so no worries about that. Yeah,
they when they reached out to me, I sent them like 4 of my favorite episodes for them to watch, and they said they absolutely loved your segments.
Nice.
So
nice.
they were in on it. They thought they said ours was pretty like the most unique they've come across. That everyone else was just so based on, you know, like the football games and stuff, and we just had so much other nonsense in it that they found humorous. That's perfect definition for our show. It's just nonsense. Yeah. So the only one difference I will say is we're gonna have to focus a lot more on Penn State than we did in the past. I know we kind of got off on, we did a Super Bowl episode. Nelly and I did a NCAA bracket. We're still going to do those types of things, but I think they're going to be more YouTube exclusive, and they're just going to be under the YouTube channel altogether, not just this playlist under the Booze, Bets, and Ball. So it's going to be under just Whitaker Media on the channel. It'll still be there, though. We'll still do other stuff, but from now on, we have to keep the podcast a little more Penn State centered. So that's the only one difference.
Is that really such a bad thing, though?
No, I guess it's really not, but that is that. So I did want to make the announcement right here because we did come out the other day, so I wanted to get something online for it. So just to make this worth anyone's time who actually watched it, though, we have not talked in a while, but
super excited.
Yeah.
Talked in a while,
but Penn State recently announced all the themes for all the upcoming football games. So we have the season opener against West Virginia, night game, stripe out. September 23rd, night game against Iowa, whiteout. And November 11th versus Michigan at noon is going to be the helmet game, which is the whiteout with a blue stripe that goes from one sideline to the other sideline.
Alec, I think you have it mixed up. The West Virginia game is actually the helmet game.
Is it really?
Yes.
Sure?
So they're starting with the helmet game, and the noon game will be the stripe out. So
I kind of thought I got that mixed up, but all right.
Yeah.
Those two weren't relevant. I was looking more where the whiteout was and then just saying that the other two games were not that. And I totally didn't even look up which one was which. But that's not the point. I guess the point is that the whiteout game is the Iowa game. A lot of people want it to be the Michigan game, but the whiteout to me is more of like the appeasement of it, the way it looks, the eye candy. It's not so much the crowd in a sense. Like if Penn State and Michigan are both undefeated going into that game, which is plausible, maybe not likely, but Penn State could only have one loss, which in that case, it still makes it a game that the Big Ten season could, the outcome of the season relies on. People are going to be crazy for that game. Like,
absolutely.
The shirt you're wearing, the color shirt you're wearing is not going to dictate how loud you are. So I really don't have a huge problem with the choices because the home whiteout in warmer weather just seems to look better.
And it's just such a good recruiting tool too. So you get that night game in the early part of the year. It makes it easier to pull off. So there's no white jackets needed or tons of layers. We have to throw a giant white T-shirt over. But also all these kids are coming from Florida or Mississippi or down south somewhere where it is that warm weather throughout, and they come see this scene in the warm weather. It's hard for them to kind of get mixed up and be like, oh, shit, this could be possibly a freezing cold game some year. But it kind of just gets that enticing for them to make the move to come up north and play for Penn State football.
Yeah, so, there was a lot of pushback on Twitter, I think, but at the end of the day, it's the right call. If you can't get excited about that Michigan game, because you can wear a white shirt if you want. I mean, there's no one telling you can't wear one. So if in November you want to wear a white T-shirt and it'll make you scream louder, that's perfectly up to you and fine.
Absolutely. That's the benefit to only having two colors in your whole color scheme.
Yeah. So I don't know. People made it a bigger deal than I think it was, but I think they made the right decision there. The stripe on the helmet game, obviously, as you can tell by what I did, they were pretty interchangeable in my opinion. It didn't matter either way. So
I think it's cool though that we're opening the year with that West Virginia game in night, and them making it that helmet game is basically a whiteout just with that one random blue stripe in the whole stadium.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of good for NBC to kind of start off with the fake whiteout or whatnot in Beaver Stadium under the lights. Also kind of just set the tone for the season because this is supposed to be a special season for Penn State. And kind of open that year with that momentum and that juice coming into the stadium right away.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so that's honestly all we had to talk about today. Just wanted to make the announcement, touch on that. So a lot more episodes coming when Nate gets back. Hopefully, this is around the time last year we ramped things up. Gonna try to get some guests on. So look forward to that, and we will see you next time.